The Toxic King, also known as Super Future, Fire Marshal Future, Future Hendrix, and Future Vandross, has announced that his new album will be released this year. The word that an album would be released this year was welcomed with intrigue, but when the title, I Never Liked You, was revealed, fans rejoiced. This type of pettiness is precisely what Future's following has come to expect from him in recent years, and this album title and the cover feel like him truly embracing it in a way that he had previously only done on social media. To honor the occasion in a unique manner, we ranked all of Future's albums to date based solely on their titles. So, let's start our video. Future Hendrix presents The WIZRD, 2019. The WIZRD was introduced in 2019 and followed by the strange trend established by Hendrix by omitting vowels. Yet, it didn't even do that well. Surely, The WIZRD would be a more appropriate album title. Even though there's no other word that might be confused with wizard, Future felt the need to include the letter I for whatever reason. Future's late uncle gave him the nickname The WIZRD, and when he wore Pamela hats for a while, he did partially fit the style. So he deserves some credit for that. The forest he appears to be in on the trippy record cover likewise emits the sensation. High Off Life, 2020. This album, released in May of 2020, was initially titled Life is Good, which would have made the title track the single featuring Drake. With the ongoing pandemic, Future, or a member of his crew, may have determined that this was not the best course of action. We agree, High Off Life fulfills the same function, but does not address the hierarchy as Life is Good may have. We've all experienced life's highs, and it's all relative. For this, Future receives some more credit. The album itself feels slightly celebratory, but no more so than any other Future record. Honest, 2014. This album was released in 2013 during an intriguing period for Meathead. He was in a high-profile romance with Kiara, and many accused him of abandoning Atlanta in favor of Hollywood. While he was in the moment, Future had to address everything that was happening without alienating his core fanbase. That is when Honest fell. It's a simple and sweet title that's sort of brilliant because it allows you to do and say whatever you want for the course of the album based on the idea that you're simply being honest. However, with some of the songs included, perhaps Unapologetic would have been more appropriate. EVOL, 2016. There's nothing novel about the difference between live and evil, with the latter being the former reversed and vice versa. Miles Davis titled his 1971 album Live Evil, and in 2012 on MTV's Hip Hop POV, Lil Wayne went a step further by announcing that his upcoming album would be titled Devil, because that's love backward. Hence, it is evident that the concept is not wholly novel. However, can anyone exemplify the notion of love being wicked better than Future? My only hope, and perhaps is it too much to ask, would be that Future explored the theme of love being an evil a bit further inside the song itself. Instead, we receive hard tracks as Ain't No Time and Wicked, which are terrific but could have come on in any Future album from the past 7 years. DS2, 2015. Many were introduced to Future for the first time with his 2011 mixtape Dirty Sprite, which is considered a classic to this day. Future boldly titled his subsequent album DS2 after a series of classic mixtapes, including Monster, 56 Nights, and Beast Mode. Throughout his trio of mixtapes, he rarely erred, so it was audacious of him to increase the intensity here. It is composed of Future's finest raps and music from his whole career. Thought It Was a Drought is a middle finger to criticism of his cough syrup use. Groupies is a middle finger to his previous relationship, and Know the Meaning is unusually contemplative for Future. If this album's full title was Dirty Sprite 2 as opposed to its truncated form, it might have topped this list. Go the distance with it. The only way this record could have been improved would have been if its title had connotations that label meetings and boardrooms would not have approved of. Pluto, 2012. Years later, Lil Uzi Vert chose to call himself Baby Pluto because Pluto is such a fantastic album that Future uses it as a moniker. The significance of the Atlanta rapper achieving this with his debut album cannot be emphasized. Future introduced the world to his own world with his 2012 album. Therefore, the title could not have been more apt. Hey, if we're not gonna love Pluto as a planet, at least Future is holding it down. I Never Liked You, 2022. Future ignited social media last night when he announced the artwork and title of his upcoming album. I Never Liked You was well received by the online community since it appears Future is conscious of what he contributes to hip-hop culture and what people expect from him. As a statement, I Never Liked You had so many implications, and they all feel futuristic. Future possesses a feature that no one desires in their relationship, friends, or families, but that is not who Future is. He represents the aspect of ourselves that we are all a little embarrassed to reveal and know is wrong. The album cover received the same amount of laughter as the album itself. It's taken from a GQ photo shoot that was published last week, and it shows the rapper wearing around $60,000 worth of clothing and jewels, excluding the chrome hearts ring on his left hand. Obviously, it remains to be seen what the music is like, but if the past decade is an indication, this album will contain troublesome anthems. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.